Hi. So I'm gay. I appreciate the laugh, but that wasn't a joke yet. Yeah, so I'm gay and unhappy. Marvel at the irony. That was a joke. Do we have any gays in tonight? Lesbians don't count. No. Homophobes. When I was younger, I used to think that homosexuals are just a big conspiracy. Not that I was a homophobe. It was just that I grew up in a very small town in Yorkshire called Doncaster, where you never actually saw homosexuals, you just heard about them. And if you did see them, they wouldn't be seen a second time. And also, I come from like a religious background. I'm what you'd call a recovering Catholic. So just want to shush me for shh, Jesus. But yeah, like now that I'm older, I'm thinking, what kind of conspiracy would gays be involved in? It's there might be like a special splinter cell for like gay extremists, and as part of our war of terror, we're going to break into heterosexual homes and rearrange your furniture. Not in a weird way, we just went to a good feng shui, guys. But like something that was in the news a few months ago was like gay marriage equality. Do you know what that is? Like for me, marriage was never something that I was interested in, even like when I thought it was straight. And the arguments for gay marriage sounded a bit to me like when I was a kid, and I would want something that my siblings had, not because I wanted it, just because they had it. So it's, Mum, how come Lily's got marshmallows in her hot chocolate and I don't have any? Well, James, you don't like marshmallows, do you? Well, that bitch has got them. It's like, David Cameron, how come you can get married and I can't? Well, James, you don't want to get married, do you? You can. Do we know what's going on in Russia as well at the moment, like with Vladimir Putin? Yeah. What's going on then, sir? Name shame. No. Vladimir Putin's taking this big stance against like gay marriage at the moment, or just gays in general. And to me, Vladimir Putin is kind of like Voldemort. We all big fans of Harry Potter in. Yay! They even look the same. They both look like noses freaks, don't they? But yeah, I mean, do you know? I think the way they're both similar is that they both want to get rid of minorities. I mean, you could basically say that Mudblood is a slang term for gay, couldn't you? But yeah, I'm like a big fan of the Harry Potter movies. Like I was watching them the other day. Do you know film number 4, where they're going through the maze? Yeah. Well, I was watching that and I was thinking, wouldn't it be really funny if Harry was running through the maze and then suddenly he came across Jack Nicholson like this? If you kind of shining in. And also, like, then we also learn the plot, like when it's revealed that Mad Eye Moody has actually been locked in a trunk for the whole year. We find out that the person who's impersonating him is actually Joseph Fritzl. But like, what annoys me was that I was like online the other day, and someone had posted, I feel so betrayed that J.K. Rowling had announced that Dumbledore was gay after she wrote the books. It's like, boo fucking who? This is someone who's clearly too lazy to read, so they just watch the films, and they have not understood that one of the main points of the book is tolerance. Fucking squib. And we all should realise that Dumbledore was gay anyway, for those of us who read the books. It's, book 1, chapter 12, page 150. Dumbledore swaps his pointed wizard hat for a flowery bonnet, and then chuckled merrily to himself. Big homo. Yeah, like, I'm more gay in theory than in practice, which is just a really polite way of saying that I'm single. No jokes. And I understand, I mean, I'm no picnic, which just explains why people aren't sitting on me, really. But one of the things that annoys me about being gay is that we have to come out. This is something that straight people don't have to do. Oh, this is the fun part where I get to pick on someone in the audience. You, sir, you gay or straight? Straight. I don't believe you. I want you to find the nearest female, bend her over the stage and fuck her! you're not going to do that, sir. Coming out is something that straight people don't have to deal with. Gay people do. There's a National Coming Out Day where most LGBT youths choose to come out on. Personally, I mean, I've come out to my friends, but I haven't come out to my parents yet. So when I do, I think I'm going to be a bit of a maverick about it. I come out on a Sunday in church. I bet in a few years you can make a game show out of it. It's like, oh, we're back on, is he in or is he out? Mrs. Jackson, what's inside closet number 3? It's your son James, come on out! But yeah, like I said, I mean, I've come out to my friends, and like my best friend, he was really cool with it, he was super about it, but now we can't sleep heads to the same bed anymore. It's my fault, I just couldn't stop touching him. And like, when I realised that I was gay, I did think for a while, you know what, you can be straight. We can do this. But, correct me if I'm wrong, because it has been a long time since I've actually seen a naked woman. But women have breasts and a vagina, men just have a penis. Now, I don't want to conform to the stereotype of a typical male, but I can't multitask. Sticking with the penis. But yeah, like I said, I haven't come to my parents yet, because, like I said, my mum's religious. Mind you, I'm not actually inclined to believe that she's religious, because she doesn't go to church on a Sunday. She's busy working. I've looked that up. Exodus. Apparently, I'm obliged to make sure that she's put to death. But it doesn't say that I have to do it myself, so I don't have to worry about that one. She eats meat on Good Friday, but it's cocked, so who can blame her on that one? She doesn't fast during Lent. No biggie, that one, really, no one does. And she's had 4 bastard children, myself included. I'm quite proud of that one. And I've looked that one up in Deuteronomy. It means I can never enter the assembly of the Lord, even until my 10th generation. But it's no biggie, because I'm not reproducing, am I, so... and also, I bet that picture's on the pill, because she's just popped out kid number 5, so who wouldn't be? But yeah, so my mum's religious, and she'll get upset, like, I'm going down there, hell. But I ask you, if hell is where all the gay people are going, that's where the party is. I've already RSVP'd that one. And it is kind of like my own fault as well. It's not like you can drop it into conversation over dinner, like, oh Mum, will you please pass the potatoes to the homosexual? And, you know, I've had plenty of opportunities to do it as well. I mean, I'm at uni now, so I've been like Skyping my mum a lot. And one time, my dad came out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere, because he does own that house. And he just randomly shouts over, oh, has he got a girlfriend yet? I panic immediately, straight away, and then he comes out with this. Oh, has he got a boyfriend yet? I didn't know what to do. The only thing I can think of is, I've been eating a lot of spinach. Stop talking about fucking spinach. But yeah, and I've been thinking about the zombie apocalypse a lot recently. Smooth. And I've been thinking, like, who's going to have a worse time than me? The necrophiliacs, they haven't got anything to laugh about, have they? I don't know about you, but I won't want a blowjob from a zombie. No teeth scenario. And if you're not careful, you can pop a hole in someone's cheek that way. No one laughs at that joke, but to me it's like a hug from the inside. But yeah, like I was thinking, like, what if actually the zombie apocalypse does happen? I've got to have some kind of plan. All nerds have got a plan. So I asked my friend, what should I do? And he was like, oh, I mean, you could kill yourself. What the fuck? But hear him out anyway. Okay then, what's your plan? I was like, oh, well, you could get a gun and shoot yourself, because that's quick and painless, isn't it? And I was like, that's a good premise, but it's not geographically applicable to the UK, is it? This isn't America, where guns are readily available. But it's all a bit of a moot point anyway, because I've been told by my friends that I've been drinking a lot more than what's good for me. Recently they said, James, are you drinking so much because you're unhappy? No. I'm drinking because it makes you more interesting people. They didn't appreciate that one. But yeah, I mean, I thought I was fine drinking as much as I did, until recently, before throwing up all over a friend's house, and then crying in the bathtub, I was roaming around pretending to be a dinosaur and spanking people. I've got some issues to work on, apparently. But yeah, I want to leave you this last point about karma. I was walking home recently, as we all do, eventually. And I came across a homeless guy, and he was just like, oh, have you got some change? Have you got some change? I was like, yeah, that's fine. He said, I just want you to know that good things happen to those who do good deeds. And a week later, my grandma died. Make of that what you will. It really was a bad thing though, because it was the wrong grandma. The nice grandma died, and the evil one is still kicking about. I do have to clarify, she's a bitch. Right, she fits the stereotype of Disney's evil stepmother. Snow White's always like, girl, you need to calm down. But yeah, I mean, it all worked out in the end anyway, because when she died, I inherited her alcoholism. Thank you. But what I'm actually thinking is, when I've given this homeless guy some money, I've put a hit out on my grandma, and he's just got confused. It's not really my fault, that one though, is it? You've been a lovely audience. Thank you so much.